On this episode of the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast, we talk about a poacher having the worst day ever, the top places to live in the United States, and we have a breakfast cereal bracket. All that and more on this episode of the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast, where it's two guys' take on life, liberty, and the pursuit of gravy, and you, the listener, are getting a degree in common sense. We are broadcasting from the Busted Knuckle studio right here in beautiful downtown historic Concord, North Carolina. I'll be your host, Biggin, and how about you? We've got a great show lined up for you, as always, but before we begin, let me introduce you to the second half of this flaky biscuit. That's right, I'm talking about the pride of Anderson, South Carolina, but most of you probably know him best as the Silver Tongue one. 2016 Honorable Mention Father of the Year, the inventor of the Redneck Egg Roll. Give it up on old Mike number one. It's Mojo!
This is Mojo, and you're listening to the Southern Fried Philosophy Podcast. You can find us on the Facebooks at Southern Fried Philosophy, our Twitters and Instagram at SFP Radio. Go to YouTube, youtube.com/SFP Radio. That way you can listen to us at work. Also, go to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Spotify, any place that you probably listen to a podcast. Most likely you can find us there. Just go there, subscribe, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Most importantly, give us a review. That's how we keep on moving up.
That's the key.
That's how we keep gaining listeners. We really appreciate the ones who do that. And taking time to do that every day or whenever you listen to us. You can also go to our Facebook page, or excuse me, our website at southernfriedphilosophy.com. You can actually stream our episodes from there also if you don't like to do the YouTubes. And we are suitable for work most of the time when they keep me leashed.
As I've mentioned so many times before, it is free to you to listen to, but it is not free to us. If you would like to support us, check out our website at www.patreon.com/SFP Radio. If you have $1, 100, or 1,000,000, we'd love to have it. So please do that. And as Mojo said, please just review, like it, share all of our episodes, or your favorite ones at least. We would really appreciate that. We'd also like to say a shout out to all of our new listeners from Runcorn, England. Top of the morning. What is that?
I have no clue where that's at, but we appreciate you tuning in.
Georgetown, Kentucky, and Tokyo. If you'd like to send us any goodies for us to taste test on here, that would be awesome. We'd love that. That would be fantastic.
Do a great segment. So I always enjoy the current cultures. We talk about this lost episode of Indian tasting that is still on my laptop that I've not produced to post up. But yeah, we got to try some of those delicious and not so delicious candies and treats.
Do you remember that candy that one time? Good. Oh, tasted like feet.
Is that even called candy?
No, well, it is to them. It was awful.
I agree. Well, anyway, if you want to send us a box of goodies that we can try out here on the podcast, we'll even do a YouTube, mention you guys in it. So just send us an email, Mojo SFP Radio, or excuse me, Southern Fried Philosophy.
SFPradio@gmail.com.
There you go.
I think the other one got shut down for privacy use. Well, it's a whole long story.
People are always trying to censor us.
Including myself. Hey, if you want to check us out and you want to hang out with us, just send us an email at sfpradio@gmail.com. And you yourself could be listening in the Bad Mother Smokers smoking hot seats. We'll give you some water, a high five, and if it's appropriate and we ask Uncle Joe if it's okay to touch you, we'll give you a hug.
Only around the shoulders, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We also have producer Brian in the shop.
We do have producer Brian. What's up?
Hey, guys, I just didn't leave last week. I slept on the couch.
It is pretty comfy in here.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice.
Climate control.
Yeah, it is climate control. I turned the AC down because, hey, we're kicking the AC now because it got hot.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, we went straight from winter, snowing, to here we are. It's very humid.
I'm going to ask you like I ask you every week. Mojo, how you be doing?
I'm doing great. A couple things here. We have officially ended winter and now into the official season of pollen.
Ooh.
That wreaks havoc at a motorcycle dealership trying to wash motorcycles every day.
Oh, yeah. Every day you're going to have to do that, right?
There's a magical thing called a Swiffer wand, which works great.
Yeah.
But pollen turns a black bike green. I'm just going to tell you
that should be a song.
It's amazing when customers are like, oh, can I wipe the bike down to check it out?
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple more beside it if you'd like to clean it up. Second thing is what's got my biscuit kind of burned this week is I found out that my 15-year-old daughter was smoking pot.
Whoa!
Now, I want this recorded.
Here we go.
Because one of these days when I'm dead and gone, I do want her children, my future grandchildren, and their future children to listen to find out that one of the matriarchs of our family did some things wrong. So that way they can give her a little bit of hell and, they discipline her or she disciplines them.
So you're throwing that out to all of the interwebs.
Absolutely.
Because once we hit go, it can't come back.
Oh, for the eternal posterity. Absolutely. Oh. Yeah.
That goes for a presidential campaign.
Yeah. Well, actually, they may help her.
It may.
Yeah, but full transparency. I do believe that cannabis should be legalized. I do not think kids under the age of 21 should be allowed access to it. I'd prefer that they wait till 25 because it has been confirmed by neurologists that fully formed adult brains don't stop growing until you're 25. So
mine's still forming.
I'd hate to see what my IQ is, but no. So for full transparency, I do believe that cannabis should be legalized. I do not believe a 15-year-old kid should have access to it. Therefore, there's a local weed dealer that I'm trying to pin down right now to have a one-on-one conversation with him.
With your fist?
No. I've got a small group of conglomerate, a fraternal order of motorcycle clubs that will be visiting this young man. So, it will be taken care of, safe and sound. So I have no worries about that. But I'm not even. The thing is, I'm not even sure if I'm more mad at her smoking weed or the apparatus that she decided to create to smoke the weed.
Oh, no.
She used a Nestle water bottle to craft a water bong out of it. Now, that's creative.
No,
I'll give her that. But she probably had more effect from the burning carcinogens and the plastic than she did from the cannabis.
Wow.
So there we go.
Darn.
So that was a little frustrating. Of course, another caveat to this is that kids are stupid these days.
Oh, there's no doubt. 100%.
They recorded themselves. The only reason why we knew this is because they videoed themselves doing said act. The only way my parents would have known is if I would have kept notes in a notebook.
Yeah, you put it in your diary underneath your bed. Right.
Yeah, right next to the Playboys and the Skin magazines. That's right. So
really?
Yeah.
Videoed it.
How stupid do you have to be to video record yourself smoking an illicit drug that's currently illegal right now? So there we go. My lovely daughter, I still love her.
There's still love.
I just want to call her out and just make sure it's there for future recordings or there for the future. When, like I said, whenever I have grandkids, I'm gonna be like, hey, listen to episode whatever the number
95.
is. 95.
Old number 95.
That
will go down in infamy.
Like I told her, I said, hopefully you have two girls just like we do, and they're just like you.
Are there with it? And this is just a question. Asking for like if they videoed it, is it out on the interwebs where they videoed it, or is it still just on the local hard drive, if you will, for the old schoolers?
I have not confirmed that yet, which is okay because I'm a firm believer that if you're going to do stupid things like that and you decide to post at stupid places, then, the consequences should be handed down.
Yeah. I just didn't know if there was going to be legal ramifications.
No. Well, number one, we live in a county here in Cabarrus County, right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, that the current district attorney has decided not to prosecute certain drug offenses. So she has no really worries.
Let's just call out the DA. Yeah. It's not.
I don't agree with her because she's also lumped in hardcore drugs such as heroin and prescription pain pills that may be sold illegally. So I don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't think my daughter has anything to worry about. They've decriminalized possession here pretty much countrywide now, except for some places, but just the pure stupidity. Now I know I make errors.
Sure.
I make errors every day. I know I made errors in my childhood and in my 20s and things like that, but holy crap. Number one, my parents would have taken the wrong side of the belt and tore my rear end up. I would have looked like Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Going to the cross.
How about you?
I would have looked like Conor McGregor after a Mayweather fight.
I would have looked like Barney. I'd be purple.
Exactly. I mean, so Our parenting's a little different. It's not,
Sure.
I'm sure some people are probably classify it as new age, but, we've, our disciplinary measures are, she's grounded for 2 months. No cell phone, because evidently, if you're going to do stupid things with cell phones, why have one? I mean,
right.
There's no point in me paying for it.
The old school Motorola Flippy.
Yeah, that, or I've actually thought about putting a landline back in.
Ooh.
Yeah, and with the rotary phone.
With the rotary.
Yeah.
You've got to have the rotary.
Because, once you mess up one number,
you're
you
just
got
like, screw it. I don't even care anymore.
That's right.
I don't want to.
How many digits are in this phone number? Yeah. There you go. So, we're exploring options there. Also, as a teenager, we bought her some concert tickets for Christmas.
No. So anybody wants these concert tickets.
So those may be up for sale. Now, with my style of parenting, I have offered a road of retribution back.
Okay.
That way she can redeem herself.
There's a prodigal son return.
Exactly. I don't think there should be no way to redeem yourself. I think there's
always redemption.
Exactly. But it's all on her.
Mm-hmm.
She's got to take some personal ownership to redeem herself.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, the trust value there will be probably shaken for quite a while.
Right.
But, she can redeem herself. We've had an open relationship since since she was born, where she knew she was adopted automatically. I mean, granted, she could probably peel herself out of a lineup pretty quick in her family because she's the only one that has a permanent 10.
Right.
But we've always been open with her, and we've always had an open door. If you do something wrong, come tell me now, because if I find out later, the repercussions will be a lot worse.
So how'd this turn out? Did she tell you? Or?
She didn't tell us. We found it. We did a routine. Check of her phone, and because kids, man, I mean, they keep track of everything.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, so there we go. That was just my little
lesson
spiel.
of the day. Don't record it. How about you?
Exactly. If you're going to do it, make sure you record it and delete it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. And don't send it to anyone. Just, record it so you can view it and be like, hey, I was a dumb A. There we go.
I like it.
How you be doing?
I'm good. Did you stay up to watch the college basketball?
I did. I started watching it. It kind of got boring. Took a little 20-minute power nap, and then
you powered through it.
Yeah, and so then I came back, started watching it again, and got to see Virginia win. So there you go.
Are you happy that it stayed within the ACC for you?
I'm glad it was ACC, but I really was pulling for Texas Tech.
Yeah,
I really wanted to see. I love underdogs.
Yeah.
So but kudos to Virginia. I mean, that's the first one they've ever won, and they've had a program since 2000 BC, or 2000 AD, or I don't know, whatever it is. I can't think right now.
Yeah,
but so they've had a program since the Romans walked the earth, and they haven't won anything. So that's good for them. Yeah, good for them.
My wife was glad that they won because of, as she quotes, Hottie McHotcoach won. So she's got a thing for him. So
there you go.
Good for her. Good. Yeah. She was glad that he got a little bit more extra camera time. So she enjoyed that piece.
But I tell you what an amazing March Madness. It
was, I mean, it was chalk like we kind of talked about.
But I can't remember a March Madness that's been this close, down to the last minute type thing.
So many games, like maybe one or two. A lot of these games were down to the minute.
I mean, Virginia would not have been there if it wasn't for some last second calls.
Yeah. Yep.
So what an amazing tournament. I'm a diehard Duke fan. You're a diehard Kentucky fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my Blue Devils. You love your Wildcats. And it's sad to not see them there.
Sure.
But man, what an amazing, this is my favorite time of year. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Or Christmas.
Well, I'm saying 2020 Final Four's in Hotlanta. I'm thinking we should go.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I wonder if Bowl Jet would have anything there.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Right.
I'm trying to get them to do it. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know at what point or what situation this became an issue, but it's been recent. And like you calling out your daughter, I am also going to say what burns my biscuits. My wife has significantly started to hog the bed sheets. I don't know.
That's just happened?
It just within the past 2 months, we have had a horrible issue with bed sheets. I can't get them like I like it. They're all messed up. I wake up in the morning and the big pullover blanket is between us. It's not even on me or her. But when I try to get the big blanket, she's laying on top of it. Like, what happened? We were doing so good for 13 years. All of a sudden, it just flipped and I can't sleep. It is driving me bananas. Honey,
I do not
stop it.
Look, I have for the past 22 years, I've slept on a 18-inch wide section of mattress.
Sure.
I have to sleep on my side.
Yeah, and I'll give you that.
Yeah,
that's been there.
Yeah, I mean, I regularly have to see a chiropractor to readjust my spine because of the situation where I have to sleep.
Right.
So, wow, I envy you. I
have been fine with sleeping on said 18 inches. Been fine with getting hit in the face. Been fine with having to put in earplugs because of, I'll just say, loud noises coming from my wife.
It could be the squirrels.
It could be the squirrels.
It's an old house.
It's an old house is what the ghosts are very noisy at night. But the last straw was the bed sheets because I had it like I liked it, but now she's taken that away. What else do I have?
Well, go ahead.
I understand why Ozzy and Harriet had separate beds. It was actually genius. Very good move for them.
Absolutely. The game changer is getting your own blanket on the bed. See, I've had to sleep with my own blanket for years. So I may
hide it and then just bring it up at night.
Yeah.
Put it in between the sheets and just bring them out. It's just a handle.
It is.
It's driving me nuts.
Like I said, we have a king size bed.
Mm-hmm.
Kimberly, my wife, takes up about 40% of it.
Sure. Just 40. Okay.
Well, my 6-year-old,
because she climbs in, that's another 20%.
About 45 to 50%.
She goes sideways.
She goes all directions. She's. I don't know if she's watching the DDY yoga. DDY yoga. So, but she's doing like downward dog and then like upward croissant sandwich, whatever it is.
Spinal tap.
Yeah, and it's constantly like.
Now I want a croissant.
Waking up with a knee in my back. I mean, it's Brian. I guess you're shaking your head over there.
I've been there. I mean, I have 2 small children. We kick those kids out pretty early though, so we don't.
We've tried.
Smart.
They'll come in. Bad dreams. That stuff happens. But okay, you okay? Go to bed.
See, I feel like a politician who is trying to get reelected. I capitulate a lot on my stand, with her. Like, oh yeah, you're going to your bed, and then no, I'm not. Oh, okay. Well, you're only little once. So, like, I'm honestly thinking that we may need to adopt a child. That way we could be like, oh, yeah, well, little Brandon's got to sit in your sleep in your area now.
Yeah. Well, as part of the foster care system, you're not allowed to do that. Just FYI.
So maybe, I guess that would not be an advantage for me fostering a kid then. Because
all right, so let's go to our Southern word of the week. Pasteurize. That is when you help.
You actually heat something up to kill the bacteria.
To kill the bacteria, yeah. So I was thinking of the S word.
I can ask my daughter what the S word is. She'll be more than happy to tell you.
Sanitize.
Shut up.
How about
stupid? Oh, I guess the ban word. That's the ban word.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all are thinking, if y'all are thinking the other 4-letter word, you dirty minds.
Sanitize is the word I was going for.
It does sanitize.
It does sanitize the milk and things. So normally that's what we think of. The Southern word usage of, I walked right past your eyes and you didn't even see me.
Bam.
There you go.
Bingo.
How about you? Pasteurize. All right, so let's go into some wacky news brought to you by Webmerized. If you need a clean, crisp website, go check out our friends at webmerized.com. That's webmerized.com. All right, so I don't know if you guys saw this story or not, but a man was arrested for animal cruelty, which is not good, except it was animal cruelty to a fish. A fish. North Carolina man was charged with animal cruelty over abandoning a pet fish after the fish's owner, Michael Henson, so shout out to him, was evicted from his Wilmington, North Carolina home last month. He left the fish behind with a dirty tank of food. The 6-inch long fish was found in the home last week and was taken to the fish room that they sell fish. You would think it would be the fish room.
Humane Society has a fish room?
Yeah. It's a store that sells fish.
Okay.
They took it there to help, bring it, get it back. It was suffering from holes in the head, which kind of sounds like me sometimes.
Like a 9-inch song, hole in the head.
They say it's amazing that the fish survived, but it was in very poor health, but they have brought it back to health. The 53-year-old man was charged Wednesday with 1 count of abandonment of an animal and 3 counts of a misdemeanor cruelty to animals. He could not be reached. So that is story 1. Then story 2 came out that all of the charges were dropped get this because there's no such thing as cruelty to animals, to a fish. It's vertebrates, mammals, amphibians, but not fish.
There will probably be some ambitious legislator.
Oh, there's no doubt
that will now create a fish inhumane clause.
Sure. No, that's definitely
somebody wants to cut their teeth on making a bill. 100%
that's going to happen. But the fact is, and this is brought to you by knee-jerk reactions that shouldn't have happened, is he was arrested and charged, but he wasn't charged with actually a real crime.
Right.
That part is the kind that freaks me out a little bit. Like, we're going to arrest you, charge you, and then make something up to make it stick.
Right. Also, just as a FYI to the listener, there's a thing called jury nullification. And to boil it down to just basically means if there's no victim, there's no crime. Now, that victim has to be defined by the law. Obviously, the law does not define a fish as a victim or a person or something that's a cognizant being that can be victimized. And, I've sat on juries before. I've got my favorite thing when I get called for jury duty is to say, you know what? I believe in jury nullification. Immediately when I say jury nullification, they automatically send me home. I can go along my way. So it's a quick thing.
Also, if you're taking notes at home, if you keep shouting, "Hey, where's Matlock?" That also gets you off the jury.
I thought all lawyers wore seersucker suits.
Right. And where's the hot dog stand?
By the way, I gotta give credit to producer Brian here. He's taken over our editing for time being right now for our podcast.
So if it sounds better, that's why.
Sounds better. But also, when you're looking at the app and you're listening to it, actually pictures flip through.
Where did that come from?
It's like magic. That's magic.
Okay.
I don't know how he done it.
Magic.
I don't even want to know. That way we can pressure him to keep doing it. But it's magic.
It is.
It's magic. So,
I wish we could play the music. It's magic.
Segue.
Yep.
The fish thing. I was thinking about this.
Back.
I have deep thoughts on my commutes because today from my shop to over here is about an hour. Okay. With traffic, because Charlotte. We don't know how to pre-plan for roads around here.
Right.
So, a normal
for that shuttle.
Yeah. A normal 26-mile trip takes, in an hour. So anyway, I was thinking about this today. I was like, all right, so PetSmart has this, any pet, this leash, you can bring them in.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can leash a fish and bring it in there.
Did you see there was a video of a man that leashed his Texas Longhorn?
With a camel too today.
Oh, was there a camel?
Yeah.
Was Hussein over there?
You never know.
You never know. So I thought that was odd that you could be arrested and then charged, and then it's not even a real thing. Just frustrating.
Yeah, but you besmirch the guy's name. You know what I'm saying? And his credit. Not that he probably has much credit if he's evicted, but you definitely. I'm sure the mugshot wasn't taken down off the interwebs. No. I'm sure it's still there for generations to see.
Yeah, if you Google him and be like, oh, well.
Hey, he got arrested for inhumanely treating a fish.
This is a story that's the reverse opposite of that. A suspected poacher killed by elephant. You talk about having the worst day ever. And again, we don't want to make fun of people dying, but I mean, you're a suspected poacher who was hunting a rhino in South Africa. He was killed by an elephant and his body was devoured by lions. Again, worst day ever. Now, listen, he was found on Crocodile Bridge. There's step number one. You kind of want to avoid Crocodile Bridge in the section of Kruger National Park on Thursday. I mean, does that not scream, don't come here? Freddy Krueger, like Crocodile Bridge.
It's like a bad 80s horror B movie.
Jumanji 4.
Somehow the elephant said, enough is enough. You're done taking away my friend. Probably watched The Lion King and said, I've had enough. And then killed him. And boy, hey, buddy, the lions had a good time with him. The only thing they found was his head and a pair of pants. I want to know
what brand of pants it was.
That's what I was wondering, because those, you should have awesome marketing at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to say Duluth Trading. They have the best commercials.
Yeah, good gracious, that's That's not a good day, guys. That would be the worst. All right. And then our last wacky news is, again, Florida man. And anytime we hear Florida man, we know something's up. He threatened to destroy the town with an army of, get this, turtles. I mean, if there's anything that's going to destroy a town, I'm not too scared of turtles. Then the other thing would be like, oh, a bunch of bunnies are going to come attack. Watch out.
Well, what kind of turtles did he specify?
He didn't specify any kind of
snapping turtles.
Live action, like snapping turtle.
He didn't say. He just said turtles. The self-proclaimed, quote, saint was arrested coastal Florida town Sunday after screaming obscenities and threatening to unleash an army of turtles. In the arrest affidavit, he was arrested for disturbing the peace, which is actually a law that you can break. He was put into the jail. He said that he was a saint and that his turtles would destroy anyone. He got released. And then a few hours later at the 7-Eleven, where he allegedly cursed out customers and called 911. And then the police showed up and he said, again, this guy is a self-proclaimed saint. You need to leave now, or you'll all be sorry if you effed with the saint, the reporter said.
Maybe his birth certificate name was Saint.
Yeah, maybe.
But, my questions would be like, do these turtles know martial arts?
The only turtle that I'd be scared of is Ninja Turtles.
Exactly.
That's the only thing I would be scared of.
But you got to ask questions, though.
You do. But is he's going to call down an army of turtles?
Yeah, I mean, do these turtles have names of philosophers and artists?
Uh-huh. Which was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Associated with a rat wearing a purple robe.
Ooh.
Yeah, that would be. Do they live in the sewer?
That has a cane.
Oh, yeah. What was your favorite Ninja Turtle? Do you remember?
Probably Michelangelo.
He was the cool dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked Michelangelo the most.
Raphael was my favorite.
Really? He was snarky.
Yeah.
You like the snark, don't you?
Maybe.
I remember as a kid, I would watch it and we'd have leftover pizza because Friday would be pizza night. Saturday, I would wake up, watch cartoons, get the leftover pizza, and then put peanut butter because that's how the Ninja Turtles did it. It didn't taste good.
I was about to say.
But I did it because the Ninja Turtles.
Now, talking about peanut butter, I know we talked about peanut butter last episode. peanut butter does make some things actually better.
Side note, my dad called me and he's like, I just listened to the episode. You guys didn't talk about peanut butter at all. He was excited the whole time we were going to talk about peanut butter. I listened to that whole episode. Right. There was no peanut butter.
Now, this is a free-flowing podcast, since we don't have a guest. All right.
And we got the Buffalo Trace rolling.
Yeah. So I'm creamy all the way.
Creamy?
Yep.
This is where I think our friendship, it doesn't end, but it just takes a slight bend.
Well, there's several things, like Kentucky versus Duke.
Right.
But
it depends. I'll say it depends on what I'm having it on. If it's a sandwich, I like the extra crunchy. I like the crunch. But if it's like mixing it with chocolate, I prefer the creamy.
Producer Ryan?
Well, this is a tough subject because peanut butter is a controlled substance in my house.
Oh.
We have a peanut allergy.
Oof.
We have it in there, but it's like, you have to shower after you eat a peanut butter sandwich.
Is that bad?
Yeah. So I like almond butter a lot, actually. Creamy.
Do you like the over-processed peanut butter like Jif and Peter Pan, or do you like the natural? Where you have to stir it.
That's the problem.
Because the one you have to stir, it's like cold butter.
Yeah.
Like you will never be able to spread cold butter on a piece of toast.
Right. No, I got you on that.
Apparently, you're supposed to store it upside down.
Yep.
Yeah, but even then, but if you
refrigerate it, then
yeah. But even if you store it upside down, that stuff is like trying to escort a boulder across a road without damage. I mean, you're going to tear up your bread.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way around it.
Unless you get that really hard bread that my wife gets that's full of nuts and seeds and things
and weeds.
You're right. Not the kind of daughter has.
Stuff my daughter smokes.
Yeah. That kind of goes over pretty well. But I hate I hate having to do a workout to eat peanut butter because you got to keep mixing.
Yeah.
And when it's brand new, it gets all over everything, goes over the sides because I just start whipping like nobody's business.
Right.
I'm doing the actions like you can see me, but I just whip it real good. But I like the whipped peanut butter where they actually whip it.
Yeah.
Really, now that, hey buddy, I'm all about that.
See, I'm the Jif. Jif's my favorite.
Yeah.
Or Jiffy or whatever it is.
Now remember, there's no Jiffy. That's the Mandela effect.
Okay.
There's just
Well,
Jif.
I remember it as Jiffy.
Well, there's Skippy.
There's Skippy and there's Jif.
See,
but
I like
there's no
Jif.
Jiffy.
I prefer Jif. So, or is it GIF? No, I'm just kidding. I do prefer Jif
Yeah.
over anything else, but Peter Pan's not bad.
Yeah.
What was the other one you said?
Skippy.
Skippy. That one's not bad either.
Let me throw this one out. What about the one that has the peanut butter and the jelly in the same jar?
No.
That freaks me out.
But see, I'm okay with taking a bowl and then adding equal parts jelly and equal parts peanut butter and then mixing it.
My wife
okay.
did that and blew my mind.
Oh, no. Like, even if you do that with soft butter, like do jelly and soft butter on toast.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Now, I'll do that.
game changer, buddy.
I'll do butter and honey and then mix it up
I've
and then
never
put that
tried
on a
that.
biscuit. Oh, life change. Life change. Honey and butter or molasses or Karo syrup. Either one of those three is acceptable.
That's straight up diabetes right there on Karo syrup.
Look at me. What do you think? I grew
All right,
up on
Producer Brian, weigh in. I can
Not
see that. I can
literally.
see the wheels
that.
turning.
The wheels are turning.
I'm pretty traditional when it comes to the peanut butter. I think just peanut butter on jelly. I mean, don't mess with it. But
Do you
Can it
mix
be mixed, though?
as long as it's not unsalted, I don't care.
See, the ones that, I think Smucker's makes one that's peanut butter and grape jelly
Yeah.
mixed. And it's pretty cool how the
jar
the
looks
display
great.
is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know. You don't get equal parts. No
can't.
matter how you insert the knife into the jar, you never get equal parts of jelly and jelly, jam, and peanut butter. You just don't.
I have this mental image of you freezing said jar, breaking it in half, and then just cutting it in slices.
That
like
would
cookie dough.
probably be, that's actually ingenious.
Right. There we go.
But see, you don't even have to buy the jar, though. See, there's actually culinary ways to
Okay.
do that with wax paper.
Yep. Okay.
Look, just, anybody at home, look up compound butter
Yes.
recipes.
Hey,
You
buddy.
can do that all day long.
every day.
I am going to go try this now at home.
Let's do it. All right, let's leave.
See,
We'll come back.
Put it on like an English muffin or something.
Yeah,
just
ooh.
like that, and put it
Oh.
on toast.
I love a good
Come
English
on.
muffin.
You have to have a substantial amount of peanut butter and jelly to make that, right? Because to cover like a bagel or anything like that, it's going to be pretty wide. I'm also making hand gestures like you guys can see. It's going to be pretty
jelly
wide.
roll, like making a jelly roll. You just lay your peanut butter out, then maybe I don't know if you'd freeze it or get really cold, and then lay your jelly. And
I'm going to work on this.
Oh,
I'm going to.
I want pictures.
Yeah,
posted.
I'm gonna bring it in if I ever get it done. It's kind of like the Indian food video.
Right,
we'll
it's
eventually
never
see
gonna happen.
that.
There's a way to get it in the square shape, so when you slice it, it fits
absolutely. Yeah,
perfectly on the bread.
You put it on a loaf pan.
Oh, genius.
It can be done.
I mean, listen, we should probably edit this out because somebody's going to steal our idea. Because this
We
is
could quit. We could quit this podcast
World peace.
and be doing
World peace, right there.
exactly.
World peace.
Yeah, it could be in military rations. I could see this going big.
Except there's a huge population that's that has peanut allergies. So
But we could incorporate almond,
We could do almonds.
soy nut powder butter, and
Yeah.
sunflower seed butter.
you
and-
mentioned almonds. How about cashew? Cashew. Oh,
Actually, have you ever had macadamia
oh no.
nut butter?
Come on with it. What about the honey roasted peanut?
Listener warning: do not eat macadamia nut butter with a calorie restriction.
Okay.
I mean it's like 2,000 calories per tablespoon. It is ridiculous.
Wow.
but, dude,
I
it
bet
is
it's legit.
delicious. I mean, one jar the size of a coffee mug is probably like $14. It is crazy.
Hey, buddy.
But dude, it is good.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mentioned, what about the honey roasted peanut? And then that's put into honey. Peanut butter.
I do like the honey nut roasted peanut butter. That's
that's
kind
good.
because see that would I don't even eat peanut butter sandwiches anymore just because that's what we had every day, probably 3 times a day, because we were dirt poor growing up. Well, I shouldn't say dirt poor, because dirt poor would be my grandparents. They actually lived in a dirt room house. I mean, so a floor house. So we weren't that poor, but, you know, growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. So we ate peanut butter sandwiches quite a bit. You know, and here in the South, you know, I'm not sure what your opinion is on peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches.
No, I've never tried such.
Yeah, here in the South, we add mayonnaise to the sandwich because it's an extra source of protein and calories.
But how does that impact the taste?
It's different, you know. Like, you know, Elvis, his favorite sandwich was peanut butter, mayonnaise, and bananas.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know there was mayonnaise in that.
Fried, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Anything fried.
Bacon on there too?
No, but actually, if you add the bacon component, you add a whole level of. I mean, that's like driving the cheapest brand car you could ever think, and then all of a sudden going to a luxury sports car like a Lamborghini. I mean, that takes that sandwich to the next level.
Just crash into a wall. Is that what happens?
Well, I mean, you do get that high.
I can't get out of this car because I'm too fat.
It's like a BLT minus the T and the L.
I never understood why I have the BL or the BT on it. I've never
Well, it's a cost savings thing.
Yeah,
you know?
But just give me a bacon sandwich. I don't need that lettuce.
Just give me actually, you know, when I do a BLT, I'm like, drop the L and the T, add pickles.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. But actually, peanut butter bacon is phenomenal.
I got to try that.
Actually, peanut butter on a cheeseburger is phenomenal.
Yes. Now we had Chef.
Yeah, Lynn Childers.
Yes, we had him, and he had a peanut butter burger. That was the first one I ever had. Hey, buddy, that's legit.
No. Peanut butter is, you know, thank God for Washington Carver. I'm sorry, man.
Oh, boy.
But thank you for inventing peanut butter.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. At some point, though, I think anybody would have done it. Because once you chew it enough and you're like, hey, why do all
spit this on a piece of bread
chewing and just go straight to the butter? Yeah.
What a phenomenal creation, because, you know, you add for the average person who does not know how to process food, as far as, you know, getting it ready for prep for like cooking at home. I mean, peanut butter is incorporated in so many dishes, as far as like Thai food, a lot of Asian food.
Yes, sir.
You know, that Pacific Rim. It's phenomenal. I mean,
yeah,
I love cook. Thai is one of my favorite foods to cook at home, and peanut butter goes pretty quickly through that.
Yeah.
So
I love me some pad thai. It's got the crushed peanuts on it. Hey, buddy, I'll eat that all day, every day.
But peanut butter is used in a lot of sauces and stuff, you know, believe it or not. You know, I don't know. It's a miracle invention. You know, thank you for inventing it. Whatever your name was, I can't remember at the top of my head. So
George Washington Carver.
There you go.
Oh, we got it.
As the podcast deteriorates due to the Buffalo Trace. Thank you.
Do you know it takes a customer 3 seconds to decide whether to stay or leave your website? That's why a crisp, clean, and user-friendly website is one of the best ways to market and help and grow your business. At Webmerized Web Design, we offer that and much more. They pride themselves in offering their clients professional websites at affordable prices. Are you a small business? No problem. We can cater to small businesses by working with their clients every step of the way to meet their needs and expectations. Their number one goal is to partner with their clients to help and grow their business with a successful website. They work for every client, no matter the size. So if you'd like a great website, go to webmerized.com, webmerized.com, or you could check out their link on the sponsors link of our website. If you mention the word Biggin, you'll get 10% off your website design order. Again, webmerized.com. Check them out. All right, so keep moving on. Let's go into our hot topics, brought to you by Watchman Cigars. If you would like a wonderful cigar at a reasonable price, check out our friends at Watchman Cigars. All right, here is the...
I will recommend the Signature Blend. That's the one that's the cognac.
Oh, that cognac blend is legit.
Yeah,
I like that one.
I would definitely, if you have to get one,
that's the one.
Grab that one as a starter. And it's not just a smoke for the beginner, but it's a smoke for the one that's, you know, actually has a, you know, an accustomed palate to smoking cigars. Yeah. Wonderful. So anyway, I hate to cut you off.
No, that's perfect. Great. Keep doing that. And then what Leon will recommend, will dip it a little bit in the bourbon or the cognac or whatever.
Yeah, and he's big on community relations and as far as collaboration and where he partners up with. I mean, you got Southern Grace Distillery using their Conviction bourbon, Buffalo Trace using their bourbon,
Old Nick Williams,
their bourbon. So you have so many bourbons that you could use to pair up with that cigar. So
speaking of, here goes producer Brian.
I need ketchup.
There's not much bourbon.
Did you just say you need ketchup?
I need 2 ketchup.
Oh, I was like, you're not putting ketchup in that.
I might put this in my coffee, though.
Do it, man. So the U.S. News World Report has released their 125 best places to live in the United States. Number 1 was Austin, Texas.
Austin's the new Portland. They keep it freaky there.
They do.
Yeah, it is.
Their overall theme is keep it weird. Keep Austin weird.
Austin has great, food. Their food scene is phenomenal.
Yep.
But the problem is that Austin has all the expatriates from Washington State, Oregon State, California that could not afford to live there anymore due to the taxes. So they moved to Austin to keep it cool, but they bring their politics of high taxes there. That's the only stigma I see with Austin.
But it is Texas, so Texas kind of keeps them grounded a little bit. They scored a 9.0 for the desirability, the 6.7 for value, 7.4 for job market, 7.3 for quality of life, and net migration is 9. I did Nickel in Houston. That was what I consider the armpit of Texas. It was awful, humid, so hot, spread out, unbelievable. I hated it. The only respite I had was Austin, which I really enjoyed going to Austin. Music scene, 5th Street is a phenomenal place with music and bars and those type of things. And then I like San Antonio. Those were 2 cool places. I would say Austin, but it's still a little warm for me. But that's just me.
Now, Texas is, I've only visited there, so I couldn't tell you emphatically, I'd move there in a heartbeat. But it's a unique landscape here in the United States.
Yep.
Wonderful people.
Kolaches.
Kolaches.
They do have kolaches.
Oh, man. Now, just to describe kolaches, kolaches are a pastry item. Well, it's a pastry item of sorts. Basically, if I could describe it in simple terms, it's basically taking a yeast bun, yeast roll, and stuffing it with something delicious. I mean, it could be it could be from savory, it can be from sweet.
Yeah.
There's so many things. Now, Houston, where kolaches are, it's just huge.
Yeah, kolache factory.
So many places make kolache. I mean, Buc-ee's, the gas station chain.
Yeah.
It would be hard to just stop anywhere and not find a kolache.
Yeah, regular donut shops have these. Oh, yeah. And it's basically like a giant pig in the blanket for adults.
Yeah.
They have large pieces of sausage with jalapeno, cheese, wrapped up in a croissant-like or a yeast-like. It depends on where you go. Very delicious. So, Houston has a huge Czechoslovakian community. They, when the homesteading whole purposes of populating Texas, the Czechoslovakia community moved there, so they had a huge influx of their culinary into the area. So kolaches, man, what a blessing! I mean, that's like when God touched earth. Jesus, beer, and then kolaches, bourbon, and kolaches.
We could probably do a top 10.
They have brisket there too.
Yeah,
brisket.
Yeah,
there's a lot. There's a lot of bees there. Beer, brisket, bourbon. There's a lot of things there.
Yeah. Number 2 and 3, Denver and Colorado Springs, Colorado. Wonder how that happened. Here's number 4 that's got me a little perplexed. Fayetteville, Arkansas. Number 4 place to live. Arkansas.
Did they give any descriptors on why?
Because it's a university town. You have University of Arkansas, the commerce, the cheap housing, things like that. But the median income is $45,000 a year.
So I guess it's a cheap cost of living.
It's a cheap cost of living.
Arkansas. The only plus side of Arkansas,
Walmart.
Disregard the armadillos that suicide themselves on the highway. But
Bill Clinton.
and all the scandals that ensued from that. You know, Arkansas is a beautiful state as far as their waterfront. The Ozark part of Arkansas.
Right.
I mean,
Hot
gorgeous.
Springs. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
I mean, Hot Spring. Look, Arkansas has a unique history. I mean, it is. Look, I am country as country can be. You know, I come from a poor upbringing, but man, Arkansas has some hillbillies that I can't even understand. I mean, it's crazy.
I think that's where Deliverance was filmed.
Yeah, but like, you know, presidents, you know, FDR would come down to Hot Springs.
Yeah.
I mean, Hot Springs is a unique town in itself. Not only that, though, I mean, Arkansas had amazing cocaine runners of the 1980s. I mean, they were based out of there. You know, there's a film that is based out of, you know, the guys out of Arkansas that ran, you know, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cocaine out of there.
So it's access to cocaine on that list?
I think that's what it is.
Okay.
I think that's what it is.
I mean, that if I was Arkansas and I was a Wikipedia page, access to cocaine, it wouldn't be the, you know, Bill Clinton or, you know, the scandals or FDR visiting.
Access to cocaine.
Absolutely. And, you know, Arkansas, Hot Springs and Little Rock were hotbeds for Italian mafia from New York.
We won. When I say won, it was we listened to a timeshare presentation and said that we would never buy a timeshare, and then we ended up buying the timeshare. And then one of the things we won was a trip to Hot Springs. So been there.
Are you still in the timeshare?
No.
Good.
The deal is if you say your credit card is stolen and it becomes stolen and they have no way to charge it, you just kind of run. Is my theory.
Good for you.
Number 10 was Raleigh and Durham, North Carolina.
Nice.
They put them.
Speaking of Durham just had a gas explosion today.
And a pollen explosion.
Yes.
Besides that, too.
Have you seen those pictures of the pollen explosion?
With the helicopter over it?
With the drone?
Footage.
Good gravy. It's the green. That looks like...
It's a yellow mushroom cloud.
It's a green cloud. It reminds me of junior high locker room. Just the green cloud of mist.
If you read the Bible and you read about the tribulations that Moses and God imposed upon Egypt, pollen should have been number one.
Like, out of the sand, we will create pollen.
I mean, like,
pollen.
That would make any emperor, dictator bow. Southern pollen.
My allergies are killing me. Let my people go.
Speak of that, though, the videos of people like, taking a front loading tractor and hitting a tree and just like all of a sudden this mist, this cloud, this 1980s hairband fog mist of pollen,
right?
Just descending. It is crazy.
As we keep going through, 16 was Asheville, North Carolina. And then, Now,
Asheville's nice, but Asheville has become
the Austin of North
Portland,
Carolina.
Austin of North Carolina.
Yeah.
Back in, I can't remember what episode we talked about. City motto is altitude changes attitude.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
I don't.
I'll refresh your memory.
I thought they stole it from Austin was keep Asheville weird.
Well, see, they ran a contest on a radio station back in the day. This was probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
And, when you leave it up to the public to decide what your motto is going to be, you have things like Floaty McFloatboat. Things like that.
I love it.
So anyway, Asheville had
McFloatboat.
So you had so that's just shout out to our boy Jeremy up in Ohio now. So anyway, this radio station ran this contest to rename. It is paired with the Chamber of Commerce to rename the motto for for Asheville. And anyway, so they did this online thing, whatever, and the motto came out on the listenership was 10,000 lesbians can't be wrong.
No. Well, the other one.
There we go. I found all that.
Yeah, the one that I was going to go with is zero razors sold since 1984.
That one's a good one. But anyway,
came up with that. By the way,
the one that came up was altitude changes attitude.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah,
that's great.
Never leave it to the public. Is my point of contention.
Home of the most Subaru sales in all of the country. So
most places using former fry oil Diesel.
Charlotte was number 20. Greenville, South Carolina, number 22. So
Greenville has an awesome downtown.
Yeah, it does. I thought I'd just share that one. So anyway, I thought that those were interesting. If you want to check that out, look at our show notes and you'll have the list.
Places not listed. Mm-hmm. I wonder where they would fall. Flint, Michigan, with their brown water.
Yeah, that'd be
for a 25th year in a row. Detroit, Michigan failed to mention the list.
Hickman, Kentucky. That's another one that give a shout out to my dad.
Kentucky.
It is on a hill, a very large hill, and it's a ghost town for the most part. It was just a one factory town, and I think the factory is closed up. That's where my dad's from. Okay. And hey, buddy, those people are wonderful, wonderful people, and just trying to survive.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to a story that I thought I'd bring up. A thief steals $21,000 worth of. This one's tough for me to say.
Say it.
I hate this word so much. The thief steals $21,000 worth of panties from Victoria's Secret. And lower.
Why are you struggling with this?
Because I hate the word panties.
Women's undergarment.
I'll say that all day, every day. But the P word, I don't like.
Really?
I can't stand it.
Hold on. Let's hold this for a second.
All right.
Why do you have a problem with the word panties?
It just sounds dirty. Like, yeah. Just, yeah.
So when you're talking to your old lady, do you like take your underwear off?
Yes. Well, I don't say that. I usually,
assume that.
It's assumed.
Very clinical.
Yeah, I hate that word.
I wonder what the medical term for that would be.
So, anyway, so the guy stole, it was about 2,000 pair, which is about $10.50 a piece if you do the math.
With the coupon. But it got me thinking about words that are awful. So what words do you guys not like? Like you can't stand that just gives you a cringe. Moist.
Yeah. That's old number.
Because if we dive into that psychologically, it's almost like, man, you're gonna get fired at work for me, which probably happened the last episode anyway too. But
put your headphones on right now.
Yeah.
Just you and me.
I'll give you a 10-second warning to go ahead and put your earbuds in.
Here, let me just go ahead. The views and opinions of Southern Fried Philosophy are not necessarily those of our guests, sponsors, or friends of the show, but they should be. All right, so there's our disclaimer.
Moist it's universal. It can mean culinary.
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate cake.
Yes.
Yeah, like Duncan Hines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moist vanilla cake.
Mm-hmm.
Moist chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
It can be used in weather patterns.
Not usually, but okay. I got you.
I'm just saying.
Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say humid, but I got you.
The South from,
right.
mid-April to probably August.
Right.
Is moist.
Ugh.
But also sexually. I'm just going to throw that out there.
You're throwing it out there.
So, yeah, it's
just a bad. Yeah.
It encumbers me when older people use it to describe certain things, like
dentures.
Yeah. And
my eyes.
My 12-year-old self reverts to
right.
Like thinking the dirtiest things. Like I had a guy the other day looking at a motorcycle, and he goes,
"Oh no,
man, this seal in this primary is kind of moist." And all I wanted to do was I could not take him seriously after that.
Sure,
the Beavis and Butthead moments.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Well, even Sunday, our pastor was talking about butts, and I looked over and I saw your daughter and her friend, and they were snickering, and they couldn't stop.
Lord.
And then I got to laughing because I was thinking about butts. And then the whole sermon, the only thing I got out of it was pay attention to butts. Got it. Thank you, Chief.
It's like a drinking game without the drinking.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it was good. What words for you besides the M word?
I can't say I have anything that.
Nothing.
I don't. Yeah. Say what you want.
You're not offended by anything, or there's nothing your sizzle word.
Cringeworthy. Sizzle
Not
words.
like in just regular, like if I read the dictionary, I would have to close it at some point.
So here's a couple of them that they've listed. Riddle, which that one,
Yeah, I don't care about that one.
Phlegm,
Nah.
no. Then moist.
Who uses phlegm?
I mean,
You take my daughter who's 15 years old who smokes pot out of a Nestle water bottle. She's not going to know what phlegm means.
well, right. But I mean, it's a word.
It's a word, but
Yeah.
it's one of those words like if I sat down and played Scrabble with my kid and I put phlegm up
Yeah.
there, she'd be like, that's not a word. We got to check that.
This article is from Culture Tip, and one of the sizzle words is tofu, which that surprises me. Tofu, that doesn't really do anything. But then Trump, Trump is a word that people cringe on. Here's some other ones: crevice, mucus. Here's one that kind of gets me a little bit: renal. I don't know even why, but
That's a function of the kid.
I understand,
something,
but it's
right?
just like, I don't know. I get pantyhose.
Well,
That's a linkage.
Yeah.
Panty.
Giblets.
But how many women actually wear pantyhose?
I don't know a lot of them. Crust. I don't understand that one. I think of pie, and it just makes me hungry.
I think a pizza.
Ointment. Does ointment make anybody cringe? Flaccid, which the definition is not what I thought it was. It's lacking vigor or force, which also it makes sense. But and flaps. Damp. What about damp? No.
That one's not too big on my list.
What? And this is the last one. What about yeast? No, nothing.
From a culinary perspective,
Right.
yeast
I got
is
you.
good.
Yeah. I'm good with yeast.
From a partner to partner relationship, that would not be good.
Sure. I understand that. Something that we'll never have to worry about is a Florida teenager gets a perfect SAT score. I didn't even know that was even possible.
It's always possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of like the guy shooting the 3-pointer from mid court during
Just doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I mean it's a rarity.
Yeah, he said his goal was 1550, and he got a perfect 1600. I'm thinking 50 points isn't that much of a shave, but hey, buddy,
All right.
good for you.
For posterity recording here for my future grandchildren, what was your credit, or what was your not credit score? What was your SAT score?
My SAT score, my credit score is higher than my SAT score. That's a problem.
That's good.
What I didn't take the SATs. I took the ACT.
All right.
What's the highest ACT score that you can get? I don't even know what
I have
they are.
zero clue. I know you get 400 just for putting your name.
All right, so I'm Googling this. Oh Lord,
it's changed. When I was
There's
in high school, it was 1600 was the SAT number, and I knew people who got that. Like,
I am.
what the heck?
But you know what? They, due to our Common Core, everyone's got to pass methods. I guarantee the score has changed.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I know it's changed. I just haven't kept up with. I haven't taken.
I have
it in 20
no
years.
clue what the average SAT score will be.
I have no idea. I was looking up ACT. My thought, I got 1100. The highest you
Damn.
can get is 20. So I was way off.
But I'm surprised you're not a doctor, though.
No, if I had a 1100 on an ACT score, I would be a doctor, because the highest you can get is 20 for math, English, reading, science, and composite. So yeah, I think I was somewhere in like the 27 range, maybe. Composite. So like all of them combined.
I got a letter that said, "Please retry." I mean, mine was low.
Here's the thing. Like, the test takes so long to do.
Right.
And I was just like, I kind of got bored halfway through.
I mean,
Anybody else?
I tried,
Yeah,
but full transparency.
sure.
I mean, this,
Posterity.
for the future McNeelys out there.
You can do it.
Yeah. I mean, I graduated with a 2.6 GPA. I mean, honestly, they're like, they were encouraging me to take a GED. Here, you don't have to try. We're just going to give it to you. We don't even want you walking right now. So, I mean, I graduated with a low GPA. Granted, if you listen to the previous episodes, I was actually kicked out of the seminary in college due to my lack of giving a
Rats.
S word.
Yeah. Okay.
So
you did not fully apply yourself. We'll just say that.
I did not, but that's okay though, because it took life coming into existence that realizing that my talents may not be the nature that education should have applied. Sure. Like for example, my weed smoking Nestle water bottle.
We're still going back.
I got to incorporate it. My kid asked me the other day how to do this math problem. I'm like, look, I deal with numbers all day long, 7 days a week. When you add the alphabet to it,
yep, I'm out.
Done.
Yep.
When you add symbols that look like they belong,
hieroglyphics,
yeah,
I'm out.
Part of the Egyptian cuneiform or whatever. I mean,
that's not even a word, but I got you.
I'm not trying to do a pyramid. I'm just trying to sell a motorcycle.
When they said 3.14 equals pi, and all I kept thinking about was pi, that was when I was done. I was like, cherry.
I still don't understand that. Look, it is okay. I mean,
it's all right.
I represent the parents out there who do not understand math above elementary level.
Right.
And we're doing okay.
Yeah.
We're doing okay. We are in the middle class to upper middle class, and we are doing okay.
I'm a proponent of that's why they invented artificial intelligence, because I just tell the foster kid, just Google it, just ask Google.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that is.
I'm telling you right now, when you add letters or recipes to math, it is bad news. I mean,
I got you. Not fun.
That's for the guys who want to go to Mars.
Right. We're just trying to stay here.
Look, I'm just trying to keep clothes on your back and food in your belly.
Yeah.
I could care less what X and Z and C plus 2 over equals.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's rough.
And producer Brian's looking at me like you're stupid, which is okay, because I get that look.
Get that
right before. It's like foreplay.
If you are in the market for a high-quality cigar for a very reasonable price, you must check out Watchman Cigars. Watchman Cigars is a family-owned business that puts the customer first with the best customer service in the business. Watchman Cigars offers the Habano for a full, spicy flavor, the Connecticut for a mild, easy-to-smoke option, and the Maduro for a strong, powerful experience. They even do specialty blends and partner with you to provide a custom exclusive line just for you. Watchman Cigars has all your cigar needs. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Watchman Cigars 1991 or email Leon directly at Watchman_cigars@yahoo.com. That's Watchman_cigars@yahoo.com, or check out the sponsors section of our website. All right. We've got the music of Patrick Lilly. He'll be on our show here in a couple of weeks. He is going to be singing One and Done Love. So enjoy our music from Patrick Lilly.
She's a cool walking, smooth talking kind of girl you want to bring back home. She's a jaw-dropping, show-stopping, oh boy, you better get a grip on. Now she don't wait around for boots and buckles, doesn't go for a beat of a knuckle. She's a kind of fine, genuine, rocking my whole world. Caroline, tan line, my hometown girl, my drug, my love sent from above. She's my one and done love. Oh, and when her boots are stomping, hips are rocking on an old wood barroom floor, it gets my heart quaking. she's my one and done love. Yeah, she's my one and done love. No, I still don't know how I got this girl, but all I know is she changed my world, 'cause she's a kind of fine, genuine, rocking my whole world. Caroline, Taylor line, my hometown girl, my drug, my love, sent from above. She's my one and done love. She's my one and done love.
All right, so
We're wrapping up this show.
We just wrapped up the college basketball bracket, and you know that I love brackets way more than I should. So we're going to do this fairly quick, but there's a breakfast cereal bracket. Having a foster kid, I have realized how much I stinking love Cinnamon Toast Crunch way more than I should. So I was like, well, what are some other great breakfast cereals? Because he brought in some Frosted Flakes, some Fruit Loops. It's like, well, let's do a bracket and kind of see what we want. So here is a breakfast cereal challenge bracket that we're going to start off. And they're broken out by different makers of it. So out of the General Mills bracket, we have Lucky Charms versus Cookie Crisp. Thoughts? Lucky Charms or Cookie Crisp?
Personally, me, Lucky Charms.
Ooh.
I haven't had Cookie Crisp since I was like 11.
Yeah.
So they've probably broken it since then.
They probably did. They tried to make it.
Are there extra marshmallows in the Lucky Charms now? Because that sounds.
Yep.
That's classic. Lucky Charms.
You can actually order just the marshmallows.
Can you?
Yeah.
Just the whole thing?
Yep.
How about you? All right. The second round, or still in that same General Mills bracket, Cheerios versus Honey Nut Cheerios.
Who would ever? Well, hold on.
It's unfair.
My 6-year-old would choose just regular Cheerios.
Regular.
But I mean, Honey Nut Cheerios, that's a game changer.
I like Honey Nut.
Oh, yeah.
Way more than
That is like Old Testament versus New Testament.
Well, like in my house, like my kids eat Special K and I eat the Honey Nut Cherry, like the sweet or the Fruit Loops, whatever it is.
Okay.
You see, I'm the cereal guy. So I don't eat. I maybe eat one time a day.
Yeah. Okay.
And so.
It's 3 cheeseburgers.
But if I eat, it'll be like, all right, I'm going to eat Honey Nut Cheerios, but I'm going to add seven scoops of sugar to it.
Or like bacon.
Yeah, exactly.
Tricks or Kicks? This is still the General Mills.
Kicks.
Kicks. What are you saying?
Well, if I could go with classic Tricks that weren't shaped, they were just the balls, like the fruit, the shaped like a Kicks.
Now they've changed it?
Well, now it's got like fake banana shaped things in it. And
that's gross.
The texture's changed, yeah. So if it was just like a bowl of colorful balls, give me that.
So are you going Kicks?
No.
You're still going Tricks?
Yeah, I think Kicks are gross.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go Tricks as well.
I'm going to go Tricks too.
Well, you just said Kicks. You're
yeah, but I didn't know they changed.
Peer pressure. Oh, yeah.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch over Cocoa Puffs. This one, I think, is a tough one.
See, the only differential is if you choose Cocoa Puffs with chocolate milk.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. But I still am loving
If you're doing it with traditional white milk.
Yeah. You got to go. Okay. We're going to go only white milk in this. In the entire bracket. Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Toast Crunch because the milk gets the cinnamon milk instead of the fake chocolate milk. That's a better.
But you got to it's got to sit there for at least 6 minutes, 6 minutes minimum.
Wow. I'm not going to let it sit because I like a little bit of crunch on it. Honey Bunches of Oats versus Waffle Crisp.
Honey Bunches.
Honey Bunches of Oats. Okay.
I've never had Waffle Crisp. So I can't say.
Now, this one seems like a no-brainer. Fruity Pebbles versus Cocoa Pebbles.
Well, I'm going to go to Fruity Pebbles just because you can for the average for the average cannabis user, you can actually make a Fruity Pebbles bowl out of it and eat it afterwards.
We're just talking about eating cereal. Oh, now, there is a Fruity Pebble donut at Downtown Donuts. It's not bad.
And what time did they close?
8. You're out of it.
We might get a message.
I'm going to go with Cocoa Pebbles.
Actually, I'll go Cocoa Pebbles. Yeah. Sorry.
Fruity Pebbles. Final answer.
Ooh, all right. So the Cocoa Pebbles
my
won.
favorite thing. Like,
Really?
Spoiler alert.
They're small.
I'm going to vote for that every time it comes up.
They're small. Yeah, there you go.
Cocoa Pebbles just took it, so it's out of the tourney.
I'm still going to vote for Fruity.
Golden Crisp or Alphabets?
Golden Crisp.
Yeah, I'm going to go Golden Crisp as well.
It's a unique flavor.
Yeah. This is the worst option, and this is the post bracket, by the way. Honeycomb or Grape Nuts?
Honeycomb.
Grape Nuts, like, I used to see boxes of that when I was a kid and go,
Yeah.
it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then you, like, get some and eat it, and it tastes like hamster food.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Perfect
It is
analogy.
perfect.
Actually, it's not as good as hamster food because they put honey in hamster food
Yeah.
sometimes.
Oh, that Grape Nuts is god awful.
Oh, the rocks.
At least
It is rocks.
it'll make you regular, though.
All right, from our Kellogg's, we got Frosted Flakes versus Corn Pops.
Cornflakes.
Corn Flakes? There's Corn Pops. It's Frosted Flakes or Corn Pops?
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
This is hard, but Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Frosted Flakes as well. All right, Fruit Loops or Crispix?
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops as well. All right, Apple Jacks or Rice Krispies?
Apple Jacks.
I'll go Apple Jacks on it.
Apple Jacks.
Yeah. Frosted Mini Wheats or Corn Flakes?
Mini Wheats.
Mini Wheats.
Add sugar on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's great flavors now.
I'm noticing a trend. Anything that's the sugariest.
Oh,
we
yeah.
pick.
Frosted? Yes.
Yeah. Golden Grams or Blueberry Morning?
Golden Grams.
Golden Grams.
I love me some. Now, you talk about some chocolate milk. I'll still pick it, but Golden Grams with chocolate milk?
Really?
Yo, hey, buddy. That is delicious.
That's like peanut butter and mayonnaise.
What about Golden Grams with mayonnaise? No, that's not an option. Reese's Puffs and Peanut Butter Crunch.
PB Crunch.
What? There's different things.
Reese's Puffs or Peanut Butter Crunch, yeah. And Peanut Butter Crunch is like Captain Crunch,
Nope.
just the peanut butter.
Nope.
Yeah.
Look, I enjoyed the roof of my mouth being destroyed.
So I'm going to go with Reese's Puffs. You're going with,
Agreed.
all right,
Yeah.
Reese's Puffs wins that one. All right, and then Cracklin' Oat Bran versus Life. This is the old man wild card.
Life.
Mikey likes the Life. All right.
Fruity Pebbles.
And Captain Crunch Berries versus Special K.
Come on, please.
CC.
Special K.
Special K.
Really?
I hate Captain Crunch.
Oh,
It'd be called Captain Soggy.
There's nothing soggy about Captain Crunch.
Can't do it.
I mean, Captain Crunch is.
If it sits in the milk more than 60 seconds,
Yeah,
it's soggy.
What are you talking about? What, dude?
Captain Crunch will ruin the top of your mouth, like you're saying.
You can sit it there for like a day.
You're right.
And your mouth will be like a raw day at the Mexican restaurant.
What does that even mean? The raw day at the Mexican restaurant. All right. You've convinced me. I'm going to go with Special K on that one just because I don't want the roof of my mouth tore up. All right. So here we go. We're going to move down to the bracket. We've got Lucky Charms versus Honey Nut Cheerios.
Lucky Charms.
I'm going to go Lucky Charms.
Cheerios, but
Oh.
man.
All right. Trix versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast.
I'm going to go Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yep.
We have got Honey Bunches of Oats versus Fruity Pebbles. Or sorry, Honey Bunches of Oats versus Cocoa Pebbles.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yep, Cocoa Pebbles it is. And Golden Crisp versus Honeycomb. I think they're pretty much the same thing.
Honeycomb.
But
I don't have
that's
It's a texture thing.
That's gonna get. All right, Frosted Flakes versus Fruit Loops. I'm gonna go with Frosted Flakes.
Same here.
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes. All right, we've got Apple Jacks versus Frosted Mini Wheats.
Apple Jacks.
Apple Jacks for me, and then Golden Grams versus. Ooh, this is a tough one. Golden Grams versus Reese's Puffs.
Golden Grams.
Golden Grams for me. Mojo's just taking a nap. Life cereal versus Special K.
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, this one I could care less about.
Yeah.
Fruity. We'll just pick one Special K.
Not Special K.
Okay, we'll go live then. All right, we've got Lucky Charms versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Ooh,
Cinnamon.
yeah, I'm gonna go Cinnamon
I
Toast
agree.
Crunch. Then we've got Cocoa Pebbles versus Honeycomb.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Yep.
Cocoa Pebbles. This turned out easy. Frosted Flakes versus Apple Jacks.
Frosted Flakes.
I'll agree with that. Golden Grams versus Life.
Golden Grams.
Our final four: Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, and Golden
That's
Grams.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted. What did I say?
These are Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Pebbles.
Sorry, Frosted Flakes.
I shouldn't
versus
have changed that, I guess.
No, you're
Fruity
no,
Pebbles.
you should.
Get in your head.
Cocoa Pebble versus Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cocoa Pebbles.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm gonna override that Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Frosted Flakes versus Golden Grams.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes.
Oh, I was gonna go Golden Grams.
I love me some Frosted Flakes.
Oh man, guys, Cinnamon Toast Crunch for the game winner versus Frosted Flakes. Which one is it?
You get Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Frosted Flakes.
The winner of the breakfast cereal bracket is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
I can't believe that. There was no Count Chocula.
Oh, yeah. Where's the
yeah.
the Blueberry or the Frankenberry? those
Yeah.
things?
The special mentions.
Honey Smacks.
Yeah, this one I just pulled off the interwebs.
We
so
need
they didn't have it.
64. We don't, 16's not.
All right, so we'll have to go next year. We'll bring the 64 challenge, and we'll add some more.
The 128
Need some
challenge.
edge teams too, though, right? Some edge cereal. Like,
Right.
Japan or something.
So if you're in Tokyo, send us some breakfast cereals that we can try, and that'll be part of our bracket for next year. All right, so that wrapped up the show. Appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah, please check out our Facebook page at southernfriedphilosophy.com. I'm sorry, that's a website. Too much Buffalo Trace. Anyway, Facebook at Southern Fried Philosophy. You can go to our Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
Also States Vegas Radio. We are on there on 6 o'clock on Mondays and 4 o'clock on Fridays for the drive home. So check us out there at statesvegasradio.com. And guys, thank you again for tuning in. And as always, keep looking up.